Hi all, welcome back. Today will be our session 4 of Scrum Fundamentals. All right, so session 4 is our SDLC, Software Development Life Cycle. So every software, wherever it has a life cycle. It undergoes a life cycle that is called a software development life cycle. Now, life cycle as in what I mean by life cycle is it has few phases. It will undergo few phases from start to completion. Those phases are structured approaches. The structured approach to develop a software through all the phases is called software development life cycle. What phases are there? We have requirement, design, development, testing, deployment, and maintenance. Now let's understand them one by one. Requirement phase. As the name suggests, requirement phase is where we gather requirements, where business analysts, product owners all sit together and capture the requirement, do multiple sessions, meeting to understand the requirement from the business. They have few deliverables where like BRD, requirement documentation. They will create all those requirements. They will create various version of all those requirements, get it approved. On and off, there is a specific time limit. For example, some projects have a week allocated. Some projects, if it is a waterfall, it is almost 2 to 3 weeks allocated to understand the business requirements, because requirements are not simple. You might need multiple sessions, multiple communications with the client to understand the requirements. So requirement gathering, business analyst will understand the requirement, capture them, probe them, whatever is not clear will gather, capture understanding with multiple communication channels and sessions. And so that's how they capture, and then they give the session or tell the requirement to the team. Next come the design phase. Design phase is where these specialists, the technical arcs, they will create a blueprint of the requirements, like wireframes. So they will be creating the blueprint. Design. The blueprints can be of architectural design, they can be database design, they can be user interface design, or they can be system design, right? So before that, I think I forgot to mention, in requirement phase, requirements are of two types: functional and non-functional. Functional requirements are like which are defined to deliver a specific feature. For example, an e-commerce website, its functional requirements would be it is able to add the products to the cart. A banking website would be it is able to transfer the money from the sender to receiver. These are the functional requirements. On other than the functional, we have non-functional requirements. So non-functional requirements are the quality attributes. For example, the time taken in the banking application to transfer the money from sender to receiver is a quality attribute. So how much time will it take? If it in the requirement it says 5 minutes, is it taking 5 more, less? So this is it as per the requirement traceability matrix, which is 5 minutes. So these are non-functional requirements. All right, and then we covered a design. So design is a blueprint. After design comes the development. During development, the developers will write the code, get it reviewed, and will deploy the code. So it will deploy the code to the testing team, not because deployment is also done in multiple environments, right? So after development, the developers will deploy the code to the test environment. After development phase comes the testing phase. Testing phase is where we validate the system created, the code created by the developers is as per the business requirements. Testing is of multiple types, but just to understand for now, the common four types of testing are unit testing, integration testing, system testing, and user acceptance testing. Unit testing is done by the development team, and then we have integration testing when we are integrating one application to the another. That's how we when we use integration testing. System testing is what system, what code the developers have built, we test that. That is the system testing. User acceptance testing is in the UAT phase, where UAT team will test the the build product is as per the business requirement. Next we have is deployment. This deployment phase is when we deploy the code to the prod environment, when it's go live. Yeah, so at that time we have a release plan during that time. So that's a deployment. Next comes the maintenance phase. So after deployment, there can be multiple bug fixes, multiple changes, multiple feedbacks. So based on that, we have a release notes created during the maintenance phase, and that is part of a maintenance. Yeah. So these are the phases of software development lifecycle. After that, we will have methodology and framework. Now, what is methodology, what is framework is in next video.